Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Nothing's Wrong podcast. I'm your host, Isabel.
And I'm your second host, Catherine. Hi everybody. Welcome
And
to the Nothing's Wrong podcast.
as you guys can see, it's another week of me and Kat not in the studio together, but she's in the studio right now and I'm not.
Or I'm not. I am. Bye-bye. You're not even here. We
Right.
miss you over here. It's like, is this the new setup? Like 2 screens?
Right. I mean, I'm not complaining. It looks good.
It's good. Yeah, it does look good.
I like the little accent.
I like the aesthetic. I like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, guys, you already know the drill. Make sure you're liking as you come in.
Mm-hmm.
You're sharing. You're letting people and us know that you're in here. So, because we ain't gonna get started until we see some likes. Okay.
You gotta let them know in advance. You know what I mean? Because it's like, otherwise we're just talking to ourselves. And I know we love to talk to ourselves, but we're talking to, a lot of people. So I'm glad to even have people come through. And tonight is Hotline Bling. So we're taking calls tonight. So make sure you hit up the link. Isabel, add the link because you got all this set up. Yeah.
Let me put that link now, because if I don't do that,
nobody's calling in.
Y'all don't know how to take direction.
They know how to take direction.
So the link is in the chat, guys.
Okay.
If you want to call in on the Hotline Bling, you're more than welcome to. You can say whatever you want to say. We could talk about the topic, which is...
the topic. Basically, the topic was the Hotline Bling. I wanted people to call in and have, some questions, because I know last week we had King, and he said that he wanted to call in, and, we're giving that opportunity for people to do it early, because, we're already 2 minutes in, and literally Isabel's stuff is going to die soon. So I wanted it to keep it going with, the fun. So call in if you want to call in, but then also we can talk about, like, what just recently happened to Haiti. Like, yet again, we got to get hit with something. And I really want to wish everybody who is in Haiti, who have family in Haiti, I wish you guys well. I know, like, it's tough. Like, I've been through an earthquake, but not as much as them. It was like 7.2. So it's
7.5,
like...
I thought.
Oh, yeah, actually, yeah.
Might be 7.2. I'm not sure.
No, you might be right. I think I sent you the link earlier. So I don't know. So yeah, no one could describe how many point anything it is. It's just like your earth side is shaking. And that's,
that's
very frightful,
it's very scary. I mean, that was a big thing, especially when I was considering moving to California. It was like, living on the East Coast, being from Boston, it's like you can expect a hurricane. You can expect and prepare for a blizzard, or even tornado. People have time. I mean, they have a warning sound, but to have the earth shaking with no, you don't know when it's going to happen. Yeah. That's one of the scariest things, the natural disasters to me, because it's like you can't prepare for that.
Right.
So,
you really can't. And, like, all you could do is really wish people well. I know I checked on our family, and, I didn't. I sent my mom to do it. But they're doing okay, because it's not at, like, in their area, but obviously it's still in the country. So,
right. Well, tout le monde a été nous.
Oh, check her out.
Sorry?
No, I said, check her out. Speaking Creole. I love that. Go ahead.
Well, yeah, I'm speaking to my people. Mais tout le monde a été que moi avec vous, on connaît ça, on bagaille, on l'autre bagaille qui a fait, mais ou on monde qui a fait tout bagaille. and tout bagay moun yo mette devant ou ka fè li. So, continue to be strong. Ken mwen avek ou. I love you and wish you guys all well and safe.
Oh, mwen men ki bagay ou di ou pale lang la treman bon. En ke avek mwen, ke men men avek ou men, avek tout moun ki ap nan Haiti konya.
Oui.
Honè, tout bagay ap bon. En sel bagay wap fe, wap ou konè, wap al, yo pa konè ki kote wap ale. Wap ale an leya. So, when ou tombe, wap vini an leya. So,
Oui.
men men di, I love you guys and I wish you the best as well. So thank you for, I'm grateful to be a part of your culture and, be a part of Haiti. I know I haven't been there, but, I represent Haiti and we talk about it all the time on the show. So I
Right.
love you guys. So, yeah.
And then, like we were saying, guys, for the people who didn't know, and
Yeah.
Antonio Luckett, hey, what's up? Hey, beauties. Hey, thank you
Hi.
for tuning in.
Yeah.
Tone Deaf TDR Network, guys. If you guys want to check out our podcast, our past episodes, you can definitely check out TDR Network. We're on there, and there's other podcasts on there you can definitely be checking out. But yeah, like, it's crazy because I mean the death of the Haitian president and now this, and even on my birthday, like in 2012, it's like I will always remember the earthquake happening on my birthday. And honestly, it's like every time we come back stronger and stronger, and it seems like we get the bad end of the stick, but I just believe in like persevering and pushing forward, and I know this is just crazy. And yeah, earthquakes, man, it's insane.
So crazy.
Okay, guys, so as you guys are in here, make sure you're hitting the like, the share, the comments. Let us know that you're here. That would be
following our social medias. Like, we're getting active on there. We got some good stuff. And if you don't even know what Haiti looks like, we got a little clip of it on our page. So go ahead, check out Nothing's Wrong Podcast on Instagram, and you'll be able to see it. And make sure you like it, because some of you don't even know where's Haiti, didn't even know Haiti exists. And it's true story, because I've bumped into people's like, oh, Haiti.
Right.
Like, oh, I don't really know. But now people are knowing because they know all the bad things that's happening in
here. Or they also know, like, the tennis player. Everybody knows she's half Haitian, half Japanese.
Oh yeah, that's how they know Haiti now.
Right.
Too. Exactly.
So
Haiti's getting on the map. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, for the accomplishments and the problems, they keep on saying they're the poorest country in the Americas and stuff like that. Which,
in the Americas, it's not part of the Americas.
The Americas? Yeah, like in the area.
Oh, okay. I thought you said something.
It's all America, like North America to South America, of how we categorize, not necessarily nation, but
I know what you mean, but
yeah,
I didn't know that it was a part of it, because it's not even a part of, it's not even connected to it. So
but
I
it's
didn't
on that side. So
yeah,
it's part
so
of North America.
That?
It's part of North America.
Oh, okay. Let me check. I believe you, but yeah.
I mean, South America.
I know it's on that side, but I'm just saying I just didn't know it was considered even part of the team.
I mean, it's just about a continent. It's not about.
I understand what you mean.
They just named it America. It's not like I'm talking about the United States. I
mean, no, I get what you mean.
Yeah. Anyway,
obviously it's cut.
Oh, thank you. Ibrahim says, thank you. I'm proud of you, ladies. Oh, thank you, Ibrahim. We're so happy that you are here. And thank you for reaching out to our family in Haiti and making sure that they're okay. So thank you so much. And yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
I hear you perfectly. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
Great.
It's just like I can't hear echo at the end, but that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you hear that too?
No.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, thank you, Epiderm. I love you. I don't even know why I keep calling her Epiderm every time she comes on here. I mean, like, I know exactly who she is. So, just
Your
make it.
mother.
I know my mom. Yeah. So I sent you a few things. I don't know if you wanted to touch base on that, but
You're free to do it. You got the studio. I'm just popping in
yeah.
like you.
So I know we all. I'm just popping in like you. I know we're always talking about like relationship wise. Um. So this topic has to do and consider to relationship. I had said core mindset difference in a relationship. How do you deal with that? So how would you deal with someone's mindset that's different between yours? Do you try to change them as an individual, or do you appreciate them for being different?
I mean, it would. Why were you attracted to this person to begin with?
Well, it can be on two things. Yeah, we can say they're in a relationship, or they can be in the beginning of a relationship, because we have some viewers that are not in a relationship, and we do have some viewers that are in a relationship. So it can be
A poor
both.
mindset? You
Yeah.
wouldn't. I mean, if you think the person's mindset is poor, why would you be in a relationship with them?
Hmm. Hmm. Their core mindset. So it's like,
You said they're poor. They
no,
have a
not
poor
poor,
mindset.
core. Their mindset, like their core
Yeah.
mindset, not poor.
Uh, Ibrahim says, "Hi, Belle. I'm happy to see you." Hi, I'm happy to see you too. Thank you for tuning in. Love
Why
you.
only Bell? There's two of us. Okay, special treatment, I see.
You know, the person who's out the studio gets
Mhm.
the most love.
Did I
Um,
get that love too when I was at the studio? I want to
not
know.
sure. I didn't mean
Mhm.
like poor in financial. I meant
Yeah.
poor in a like not strong,
Hmm.
not not fair, not you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. I
just
didn't
like
mean in that way. I'm just saying like they have a mindset that is like strong. It's like this is the way I think, and maybe you can't change them, or maybe you can, but it just like you see that they have
is it
this.
a problem?
Um. Okay, we can say it can be a problem, but not a bad problem, but like a problem in a sense
What kind of
of,
mindset is it that it's like
so a
is it
mindset of, okay, like they can have a spiritual mindset as well. Let's say that their mindset is like, spiritually I'm connected here, and there's no changing that, and maybe your spirituality isn't on their level. How would
well what would that why would that cause a problem?
um I'm just saying, maybe some, I'm just asking, it doesn't have to cause a problem, but if it did, as if like, hmm like I don't
I don't
know
think
if
it
I,
would cause a problem. I don't think it's like I think
mhm,
people need to realize that
mhm,
people are individuals
you're right.
first,
Yeah.
and that person, I mean, whatever attracted to you to them should be what they who they are. And
Mhm.
if you find out who they are you don't actually like, then it's up to you to make the decision to like walk away. But like I don't think like, oh, this person, you know.
Yeah.
Ipaderm says, "Hi, Kat. Welcome back, gorgeous."
Oh, hi. Yeah. So yeah,
Oh,
100%.
that was lackluster. You were so excited for her to say something to you, and then she does, and you're like, "Oh, hi,
I thought
Sherry."
she was gonna ask a question. That's what I thought. Sorry, I apologize. um Yeah, so I feel the same way, that you should definitely find the individual as an individual. It doesn't have to tackle down to a spirituality thing. I brought that up only because I wanted to see what your response would be,
Yeah,
in regards to
but
that,
I don't
or
think
anybody.
you should try to change anybody. I think
Mhm,
if they want to change, they'll be inspired by you. But
mhm,
when you go out trying to change, it's like the best way to do that is by example, not by force.
right.
people don't like to, like, there's certain things people don't like. People don't like to be told calm down when they're really mad, and people don't like to make you change them, not outwardly. Those are things that don't
Is
work
that
well.
that's your that's your example? I
A
get
lot
you.
of people, the worst thing
Yeah,
you
no,
can
I
tell
get
somebody
you.
when they're revved up is to do something else. It's like
Yeah, you don't
they're
want
on
somebody to do
10. They
that.
don't want to hear that.
Yeah, don't tell me to calm down or don't tell me to be
Right.
quiet. Like I'm
Yeah.
supposed to,
Right. Those are
you know.
things.
Hmm.
And yeah, a person who does that, it just purposely is trying to get you. But yeah, anyways, it's all the
There's no
same.
anyways. It's true. Like people, like yeah, you're right. I can get all riled up and let somebody tell me to calm down.
It's over for
Like you're
that person.
talking to the wrong person because you're about to get eat up. And,
Right.
like yeah,
You got
but I feel like people need a breather when they get to that point too. So it's like, you know, like you can't be all riled up. And sometimes when you do rude things to somebody, don't you feel like, okay, well, I maybe have shouldn't have said that.
yeah, all the time.
Mm, yeah, because
I
someone,
don't
I mean,
like making people feel bad. I don't like
yeah,
like, even though I can, I really don't like it. And that's why I don't know
yeah,
why people be like super mean. Like,
hmm,
like they be at work and they be like mean to you, whatever. It's
hmm,
like, I
hmm.
didn't tell you to get this job. You signed the paperwork. Why are you getting mad at me? I just am a patron here.
I
I
had
was
a
just,
question.
go ahead,
I
girl.
had a business meeting with this person, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I realized I didn't want to do business with them anymore.
Okay.
And because they had so much issues. And like I was like, I'm a kind person and like, I'm trying to help them, giving them advice on how they could do better and maybe partner up with someone else because like, and this is how you should go about it when you reach out to someone or if you're trying to do business with someone, you should do it like this. But I told them that I will think about the business deal with them. And now that I think of it, and I'm like, I'm not going to take on a headache, a
Right.
problem, a
Right.
complainer, a negative person, and all they deal with is problems. And then I don't want to, and then also they have health issues, right?
Right.
And that's not a big deal. I shouldn't be concerned about someone's health issues, but they're about to get surgery in a few months, a surgery
When you're
again
doing
next time.
business with somebody, yeah, I gotta
What
worry
time are
about
you
that.
gonna have
Yeah.
to get
Where's
things
your head at?
rolling
Mm-hmm.
when you got so much on your plate and you just haven't have a? And then they got the nerve to tell me their bad experiences in their business currently, how they're not getting much revenue and they're trying to find, a way to get more revenue. And that's why they're partnering up. They have the money, they have the finance to do what they need to do, but they just have so much problems.
They
So
have
what
that
should
bad
I do?
attitude.
What should I do? They do have the finance. They
Right.
just won't be available to do
It's not worth the
basically.
headache.
Yeah.
It's not worth the headache, the conversations, the meetings. It's not worth any of it. Like, when you're dealing with somebody who, like, you see it all the time, right? There's like people who have like businesses, say restaurants, say it's a store, and they have horrible customer service. They can't provide you with answers to anything,
Mhm.
but they still have the store. Do you want to go into business with a person like that? No. It's like, not worth it because
Yeah.
the experience is not there. So you got to
Mhm.
constantly rely on new customers because you won't make any regulars. You won't make, like, those are kind of things that you got to, watch out for, especially when you're partnering up with people. It's like, hey, where is your mindset? How do you do business?
Mhm.
How do you move about in the world, and what's your relations with people? I know that when I was working with um, one of my past employers, um, before I became an entrepreneur, and the relations that that person was having with their clients or colleagues or
Mhm.
anything, and this is like the owner level, it was like, I would never communicate like this. And it was like, I definitely wouldn't want to do business with
Yeah.
you because it's, even though I'm working in your business, it's
Mm-hmm.
like, if I had the choice to do business with you, I would not do it because it's too much of a headache and it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same that goes with relationships, right?
I would say the same. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna. I don't. With the relationship, I definitely will not tolerate
Or
me have.
friendships.
Yeah, that's the thing with even friendships too. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
dealing with people, and that's what I see with this business stuff. It's like literally is dealing with real people. We're not thinking
Right.
your title, your money, your anything. The individual you are. Who are you? I like to see who you are to do anything with you. Be in a
Yeah.
relationship with you. Be in business with you.
Be
And
friends
if
with you.
because I see it as this. Can I go and have lunch with you, have dinner with you, and feel like I'm gonna have a great time? I don't care if it's a coworker, an employee, or whatever, like
You know,
a partner.
that's the LA in you now because
Mm-hmm.
you didn't realize that on the East Coast. No, I really
No,
did because when I
yeah,
come into LA and seeing that they don't care what university you graduated from,
mm-hmm.
and they just want to know if they don't mind seeing you every day, and that's
Right,
how you get a job.
mm-hmm.
Like when you realize, like, if you want an apartment, if they don't like you, you won't live there. It's not
Right,
about your bank account, your credit. It goes down to, do I even want you to live here? Like,
mm-hmm.
here, I feel like this, I don't know, that was my experience where it was just like everything was personality. Everything was, who are you? And
I
do I
think
want to know you?
personality is
And then on the East Coast, to me, it's like, okay, what have you done? It's like, show me your evidence. Here, they're like, we don't need evidence. We need presentation.
right. You do need presentation
Mm-hmm.
because that's what's important. It's more action because they think about action. They don't think about like all talk. That's what the East Coast is basically. They're all talk. I love the East Coast. Don't get me wrong. I mean, not
No, they
everybody's gonna
back it
talk.
up. LA
Of
is
course, they
all
back
talk.
it. Of course, LA does talk, but they have action. This is why there's movies, there's things. It's like they'll show you, and then if you don't show them, they'll disappear, and that's when it's all talk. I mean, like, I think they like it's more aggressive more in Boston. I'm at the East Coast. How they do have action and they do have they back it up, but I feel like
Like LA, it's like not about action. It's about what you look like. That's it.
mm, hmm,
Like, I feel like in the East Coast, you got to do a lot more to get the same amount that you would get here if you look good. Like, it's literally that. Like, if you look a certain way, people want to do business with you.
yeah.
It's all looks, it's all talk, it's not nothing. You don't have to, graduate from the high school. You in Boston, you got to put the work in, you got to put the action in, you got to actually be about it, you got to actually do it. Because if not, then how you gonna get there? Because they don't judge you necessarily straight up on your looks.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, men, women, anybody.
So you feel
So,
like they do outside of work, you feel like they do the same thing in relationships?
yep, yeah.
So
100%. Yeah. I don't think, like, because you know why? Because I'm not to put down anybody on the East Coast or anything like that. Like, I love
no.
where I'm from and stuff like that, but like the lifestyle there is so different
I think it's
where
personality though, more
the
so.
people look happier on the West Coast. It's a smile, it's an upbeat. Even if it's fake, it's a hello. It's a different energy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying that on the East Coast they're not friendly, smiling people, but the
Mm-hmm.
majority of the people look a little mad to be there and over it. So, yeah.
Dale's like, yeah, we are.
Right. I would be over it too.
It's like,
Like,
yeah.
the
Mm-hmm.
East Coast, I mean, I hate to make it an East Coast, West Coast conversation, but like,
Mm-hmm.
it has its
Don't do it.
beauty and I really love it. And I
Mm-hmm.
always said, like, I would want to raise a family over there. But then after living here for as many years as I did, and I'm like, I'm good. I'm not trying to deal with no blizzard. Like if they didn't have snow, I might do it. Or if they had like really little snow, I wouldn't mind living there. The schools are better, like, you know, but
the food is better.
The food is better. Yeah, there are things that are way better over there.
That's why you go there during the spring, you know? That's a nice time to go visit.
Just get eat up by mosquitoes.
Oh, no. I didn't say the summer. I said the spring.
Don't they start at the spring? I don't know.
I know when it's summertime and it's hot out there, that's when they're
it's summertime and I stop work.
I know. Do you remember your dance?
Of course.
All right. When I see you, we gotta go do all that.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys are hitting the like button and calling us up. I told you we don't got much time tonight, so make sure if you're in here, you're hitting up the link. Isabel had put that in the bio, or I meant the comments.
I put it in again, just for y'all.
Just for y'all. Where's King? He's not here tonight.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. Well, it doesn't matter who's here, but I'm here, you're here, and we're excited. How's everything going? I mean, like, I haven't seen you in a few days. It's been a while. It's like mainly me and you catching up too.
Right. But you came back in town like late this week, right?
Yeah, so, and then you're just right out of town. I'm like, this is our lives, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm excited, you know, like I know what's going on and I'm so happy that you're, you know, where you're at. So cool. Life is good, I see. You looking good.
Thank you. And I'm like all up in here because I'm trying to see myself.
Yeah, I'm like all up in here because I don't know how to.
It's like tiny.
Who, you?
That makes it better.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, like I'm just looking at the setup and it's just so cute.
Okay.
But yeah, what do you got for today?
What do you got?
I don't want to be the questioner. Like, I don't like that position.
Oh, this was your show. Yeah.
I don't like when you say it's my show. It's our show.
Oh, it was because you had the notes and everything. I didn't.
Yeah.
Last week I had the notes.
We all had the notes, sweetie.
Yeah, but they were my notes.
So the next one
I'm like, they were my notes.
Ooh, this one is good. This is actually good. And I know it's not PG-13, so whatever. So I have wrote down, he wants sex, she wants intimacy, or vice versa. How can we bring our desires into alignment? That's me asking you a question.
Oh, that's for you.
Oh, this is for me to answer?
That's what you just said?
No. I said, not for you, but like
you need me to answer it for you. It's a personal question. That's what
no. I said this is what I have wrote down. You can go ahead and tell me how you feel about that. What he wants sex, she wants intimacy. How, or vice versa, he or she, whoever, whatever. How can we bring our desires into alignment?
Either he gives it to her or they shouldn't be together. The woman shouldn't compromise.
Compromising.
If she wants intimacy, she shouldn't compromise with the guy who just wants sex because he'll never give it to her. But if he can give her intimacy, then there you go. But it won't happen the other way around. Or you should just leave it alone.
It's true because it's like it is.
You're not aligned. If you're not aligned, then just
But you just told us the reason because you said like he just basically has to give in. That's where he compromises and says like, you know what? And why should he compromise? He wants sex.
Well,
he should leave, like you said.
Intimacy can't just give sex because if he just gives sex, they'll never get what they want, which is intimacy. But if the person who just wants sex gives intimacy, is guaranteed to have sex. So
why not compromise?
Who needs to do the compromising?
Yeah, but you know what's
or so if they don't want to compromise, that's not the person for you. Leave them alone anyways, because you're not aligned.
Right.
So,
and the crazy thing is like people are currently in this situation but never questioned it, never said, oh, well, he does want sex and I do want intimacy. They're not really like
Well, what's the difference?
I feel like the intimacy is more like, connecting a bond with one another,
Right.
and like it feels like we're in love. Like, this is like, I'm gonna have you forever kind of intimacy, like, like real love. And I don't know, like some people's like, what's love? Like, it's something you can't describe.
Yeah.
And sex is just like boom, boom, and like, that's how it is. It's just boom. Like you can feel like that's just it. There's no
Mhm.
like love in this. And even if that person claims love or may
If it's
not,
not authentic, then you can
exactly.
definitely feel it.
Right.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's crazy. And it's like, how can, and it's like, it
Yeah.
brings it back to the show last week. It's like, you do need to leave. If there's no compromising, like, and, and that's what people have to realize is like, take really accountability in your life and
Hmm.
actually see what's going on and question it.
Right.
And should you question it?
Yeah. I think you should always be going through like evaluations on like
Mm-hmm.
where you scale in your life. Like,
Mm-hmm.
why not?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else is gonna do it.
And
Like,
that's
if you don't take
why,
care of yourself, if you don't
right.
like do know how to like, if you don't got you, who gonna get you? Even if somebody else got you,
Mm-hmm.
who really gonna get you? Like
Mm-hmm.
100%. Like on the inside, people can get you financially. They can do external things, but eternal things, you got to get you. Like you can't like go too crazy. Like that's why they're like some people have enough control to do that. Like people like when I stopped eating meat, when you stopped eating meat, we did that like cold turkey. Some people don't even have the control to do that. They were like, oh, I can never. Or people who just like, oh, you know what? I'm not
One
going to
day.
drink. And they just don't drink anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And they can do that because they have enough self control. It's a balance.
You know what's so crazy? I feel like it is a balance, but those people who usually stop drinking and stop doing that, it's because they have a condition. Like there's something that is causing them. It's like, oh well, if I do that, I'm gonna get super sick and stuff like that. Like, or it's a health issue, and they had to stop it. Or they used to be real bad alcoholic, and they controlled their self um, by
Or people
stopping.
just don't like it and they're like, I don't do
Yeah,
it. I
right,
don't
and
like
that
it.
too. Yeah, so many ways why you can stop
Yeah.
drinking. Yeah.
I mean, even for me, I'm like, I don't even really be wanting to drink. I drink socially,
Hmm.
and
You
it's,
don't even need it.
there's fun. You can have fun, but I definitely wouldn't be, you know,
Guzzling it down.
right.
Yeah.
Jay says, hey, hey.
Hi.
Hey, Jay. How you doing? How you doing, sir?
Hi.
We got the hotline bling tonight, so you can definitely call in and share your ideas
Or
and
questions. And
questions.
also, sometimes people don't want to call in because they're like, I don't want my face on there. I don't want to. I mean, the only thing we can tell you is that your face doesn't need to be on there. You basically will click a button and you'll say no camera, but we'll
Right.
get your audio. So don't be afraid to call in because you can definitely do that. Okay. So, or if you mess up, just put it on the upside down and just talk. I mean,
Right.
there's all kinds of ways that you can still call in. So make sure you call in tonight. Isabel, I don't know how long your battery time is.
Oh,
Mine is doing the best that it can. So make sure you guys
yeah.
hit up the hotline bling tonight. Ring ring. I wish I had a sound. Like, let me see if I got a little sound for the bling bling. The ring ring. What's the
Jay's
top?
asking, what's the hot topic?
What's the hot topic? Oh, we were talking about intimacy and sex before.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the topic of the conversation. Um, yeah. And how do you align?
Jay, what is your take on intimacy versus what's your take on sex? If you want to call in, the link is in the bio. But just for you, I'm going to post it one more time.
What do you think about it, guys? We want to hear your thoughts. Am I loud? I just heard like a sound. Okay, call in. Remember, you don't have to show your face. You can turn off the video, and then if you mess up, you can flip the camera and put it on the opposite side, and you will not be
You'll be
shown.
fine. Right.
All we'll do
Yes.
is for you.
So, I mean, I definitely think that people who get caught up in that, and like we said before, like if you know you want something, it's best to just be completely honest and be like, hey, this is what I'm looking for, or I'm not looking for that, and or this isn't really matching up with me. There's no need to like string along.
Right.
Hey, hi, sir.
What's up? What's up? How y'all doing?
Good. Thanks for calling the hotline, Bing.
You're like the third unofficial member of Nothing's Wrong, always
Yes.
supported.
Uh-huh.
You heard the topic, Jay?
Yeah, I heard it.
What do you think? What do you think?
Ah, man. I really think that intimacy is a more mental connection thing than anything.
Right.
And to have sex connect with that is important, because if you're just having sex, you just having sex. There's no mental connection. There's no intimacy with it. It's, in my opinion, a waste of time if you don't have one without the other.
Right.
So now then we ask you the question: if a woman or if one person in a relationship wants intimacy and the other one wants sex, what do they do to align? Or
They
can they
gotta.
align?
I would say they need to find a common ground, if there is one between them. Because if they don't, then they're gonna be like two rams butting heads.
Right. Well, what we
So they
said,
should leave.
right. You need to leave. No, but what I said is that the person who requires intimacy shouldn't compromise to just like give the person sex and think they're going to receive intimacy. It's more so if the person who just wants sex is willing to compromise, then it can work. Because if not, you might as well just move on, because you'll never get like intimacy from a person who just wants sex. They'll never give it to you.
Yeah, that's true. Because I think in most cases, and be it man or woman, whoever has a high sexual appetite, it's something that has to change in their mindset in order
Good
for them
question.
to.
Good. I have a question.
Yeah.
So, what if someone's like really like you like having sexual? I mean, you like having sex with that person or intimacy, whichever one you like. And that person ends up being like they want it all the time. And I mean, like, you aren't that kind of person. Like, you could do it a couple of times a day, or a couple of times a week. But they
Yeah,
want
I'm
it
like,
every
dang, that's a
second.
lot.
Huh? I'm just saying, even that, like, maybe they want it 2 times a week,
Well,
and this person wants it. This person wants it like 10 times a day, or like
again,
whenever
they
they
got to
bump into
come.
you.
They got to come to a common ground. That person that.
But if that person is like,
I say just don't even do that. I say move on. Like there's no need to like try to find that you don't align. You don't, and it's okay. You wasting time trying to act
I
like
mean,
this is
I
gonna
agree.
work.
I agree, and I kind of disagree with you too. Uh,
Why
if
you
people want to
disagree?
change, because if people want to change, they'll change.
Right. But if the person
And
is showing that they know I need more, and you're like less, that
but
means
what
they're
if the
not willing to change.
person he's talking about that wants to change is the woman, and she's like, okay, I have to change into a person that likes to have sex a lot.
No.
Yeah, but some people will
it's
change.
it's according to the individual. I kind of agree with you as well. If it's not there, it's not there. It has to be natural.
Yeah.
No, I believe that,
That's
but
what I
some
feel.
people will agree.
I
I agree
feel
with that 100%.
yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot of people who are in this world that are actually doing what they're not wanting to do. They're compromising that important part of not wanting to do it so much, but because they feel like this person is the only person that's gonna ever
I mean,
love
people
them.
even do that with threesomes, right?
Right.
Women give their men threesomes, even though it's like, oh, I just wanted to make him happy, and this is like, what did he deserve for that? And it's just like nothing.
But how do you get that mindset? How do you stop that kind of mindset?
Loving yourself. But Jay, you can answer.
Yeah, I would say before I had that mindset, I didn't have a high sexual appetite, but I had a sexual appetite. But I guess what made me change was really the conditions of my divorce, because I found out I was with somebody that wasn't mentally connected with me. And
Oh,
so I made it a duty for myself to say I'm going to have a mental connection with the next person I have sex with, and hopefully that next person will be my wife. So,
and having a mental connection with someone you have sex with is
what
the
does that
most
mean to you?
For me, I feel like
no, I meant Jay. Sorry.
Oh yeah, sorry.
I was
a
asking
mental
Jay, what does
connection,
that mean when you say mental connection?
Yeah.
just on every level possible. Like you, I'm dating myself. You remember the Super Friends? They had the Wonder Twins.
No.
No.
Well, okay. Anyway, the Wonder Twins had like this brain psychic thing where they was on the same level, and like they like knew each other's thoughts and stuff. So it's kind of like almost knowing that person's thoughts, knowing what that person is thinking about, knowing what that person's next move is going to be, knowing how that person feels about you. You know, and you not. I think the most important thing about having a mental connection with someone is just knowing I can go to her and there's going to be no judgment.
Right.
And I can tell her exactly how I feel about any situation.
Right.
And vice versa. She can come to me and she can say, Jay, I thought that was effed up, da 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 da. And I can say, okay, I see where you're coming from.
Right.
Let's talk about that. So.
Right. I feel you. I think, Captain, go ahead. Hey, Marcello.
Hi, Marcello. I feel like, yes, everything you said was definitely it. Because, like, having a mental connection with someone and feeling like, you can let your guards down. You can be yourself, and you can just experience life, like, just being you. You know exactly who you are, and it feels good to be exactly who you are, right or wrong.
Yeah.
And then you connect with somebody who gives you that good energy of, like, even for themselves, it's like you almost have that unconditional love for them, but not like, I don't know.
Yeah.
On that
I mean,
level.
that's the best way, because if you can have a mental connection with somebody, you do end up giving them unconditional love because you understand them.
Right.
It's like I know you deeper than, I mean, it's kind of like, our sibling relationships, like our relationship, where it's like, I can say anything, do anything, be any way around you, and you're not going to be like, oh my God, throw her all away. You're going to be like, whatever, she's crazy, she's weird.
And let me tell you another thing.
So
even
that's hard
like
in a relationship, but I mean, that's ideal. I'm
right. No, but even sexually, there's like, because women, they have a lot of body shame. Like, they're like this or that. There's no judgment there. Like, they see you for like the person you don't see yourself.
I don't think men really are the problem to women's body shame, other than
women, I get that too.
Other women or their own thoughts. Men don't.
But
I realize that, like, men. Okay, a man who likes a certain body type is gonna like you or not like you, right? But once you're his type, he's gonna like what you got. Am I wrong or what, Jay? No?
Yeah, you're the man.
Yeah and no. I mean, it all depends. A lot, what I'm finding out now, it all depends on the individual, really, because
some people will have sex with you and not say a word. They won't say, like, damn, girl, your body look good. I mean, that's never happened to me, but I'm just saying, like, there's people who've told me stories, and it's sad. And I'm like, why are you even doing stuff with that person? They don't find
Yeah.
any interest in you. They're just having like, sex. That's it.
And
Yeah,
it's funny because my body type back when I was like really a sexual hunter was like, you know, a full figured like shapely woman.
Hmm.
But now, the woman that I'm dating is total opposite of that.
oh.
Hmm.
Right. So
So
she's thin.
So it doesn't matter of the body type then. It's like I feel like it's the individual and then you grow to love them for who they are. Because I feel like even if someone's thin or shapely or fat, you end up like loving them because you love who they are. And
But I wasn't necessarily talking about like fat or small or whatever. I was mostly talking about like what you look like how women be like, I have a stretch mark here, and this is like this, and this is
Mhm.
like this. I don't think men are sitting there telling women like, yeah,
Look at
that
how many
little part
stretch
is
marks you have.
frumpy. It's like,
no,
no, if you're
no,
already like what I would like,
Hmm.
then I can't see the problems that you keep, that's what I
no,
meant. Not
yeah,
necessarily that you're gonna go
yeah,
after another woman. That's what I
yeah,
mean. Like
man,
a lot of the body shaming is like the little things that women see or
Hmm.
you individually see, but men will be like, I didn't see any of that. Like you look good.
yeah. I
You,
agree. I
yeah.
agree.
What
I
if
agree.
the like okay, say for instance, right, you have lost, you've started getting abs and stuff like that. You started getting tight, and you're with someone who doesn't even. It's like your hair; they don't even realize that you got your hair done, that your body's looking better. Do you stay with a person like that?
Uh, no, because then that's you kind of it's like this. It's still that mental connection that's lacking because
Right.
you knowing something different about that person every day.
Hmm.
You
Right.
know, I can tell you every well not every, but I can tell you most marks on Rochelle's face.
Hmm.
Oh, her
And
name is
so
Michelle. We
Rochelle,
got a
Rochelle,
name now.
Rochelle.
Rochelle.
Rosha.
Yeah,
Rochelle.
I can tell you every mark on her face. So I would I
Well,
would
you're
know.
over there writing
Dang.
how many love letters every single day? Oh no, it's not love letters. It's what um
Reasons why I love
Reason,
you.
reasons
reasons
why.
why. Yeah, I'm on like 43 or 44 tonight, something like that.
Ooh, almost half.
That's so
Almost half.
nice. Sweet. I love that
Yeah,
you're
pray for
But
doing
me.
you're right.
something.
Yeah.
Pray for me. It's a struggle.
Oh, you gotta think.
No, no, it's not a struggle. You know what? I
He
guess
gotta think too much.
no, no,
He
no.
said he put more on
Surprisingly,
his
no,
plate. He's like,
seriously.
I put too much on my plate.
Surprisingly, I can come up with something every day now. I have not struggled with something to come up with.
Okay.
Oh,
What are
I
you
have
that's
not
great.
struggling
struggled.
with? Sending it?
No, I'm not struggling. I can come up with something. I already know what I'm gonna write tonight.
Okay. Can you tell
Ooh.
us on the show so maybe somebody
No,
can steal your idea?
no, I'm not gonna.
Can you tell us a past one that was really
Yeah.
good, that hit it off really good?
Well,
Hmm.
one of the first ones I told her, she spoke life into me.
She spoke life into me. So tell me how she did that. Maybe somebody can learn.
Well,
What?
it's just her nurturing conversation. So it's like she like invested time into you know what she like kind of like invested time into what interests me and through
Mm.
ideas on what I can improve. And it wasn't like a criticism thing or anything like that or a step
Right.
one, step two thing. But it
Mm.
was like, it was general flow conversation. Oh, maybe you should try this or maybe you should try that. And I think you can do this because you're good at that and you're
Right.
strong and so
That's
yeah,
great.
That's what women do, and
yeah,
I
yeah,
that's
yeah,
a beautiful thing. Oh my
Hmm.
gosh, I love that you said that. Spoke life
yeah,
into you. Yeah.
yeah. So that was
Ladies, we
one of
gotta
the,
learn how to speak life into these men
yeah.
because they love that. That's how we grab you, right? That's
But
how we get you.
y'all gotta kind of ease back on the golf game though.
Ease
Y'all can
back on the golfing.
Yeah, y'all can't play better than us all the time.
Oh,
She
okay. So
plays
we gotta
better
act
than
like
you.
we don't know how to play.
You know what? I think she is like really good.
She's
Like
competitive. She was like, "You're not gonna beat me."
yeah, yeah, she's very competitive too. And but I think she played a lot more than what she let on.
Hmm.
Because when I first met her, I knew she knew how to play.
Yeah.
but she is like real good. Like she hit from like if you know anything, it's like 4 different sections you can hit from, like 4 different levels on most golf courses. And hitting from the whites is like big boy style,
Big boy style. Wow.
and she always hits from the whites. So
No,
that's just
but
one
I
of
like that in the beginning. She was like, I'm gonna hold back a little. I'm gonna chill. And then once I know that, you here now, I'm gonna show you my true self. Like, I'm actually
yeah
pretty good at
That,
this.
yeah.
And that's a nice thing that she did. Like, she was considerate to, like, she just wanted to see. And she also thinks that you're confident enough and secure enough that she could show her true self, right?
oh yeah. I mean, it's like tremendous that the level of conversation has just jumped up because we are talking about different things and we're more open when we talk about it.
Right. Um, Hilla Jane says, as you get older, someone who makes you laugh and has a brain is more attractive than anything. Sorry if I butchered your name, but facts. Number one.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
agree. I agree.
you I realize even like for women or men, whoever it is, because women, I mean, it's the conversation I wouldn't say is necessarily attraction, but more so like financial. And it's like, even if the guy is very wealthy, as you get older, you realize like not only, do you have to be successful and doing your thing, but you also have to have some type of connection with me. Like, I'm not going to just, I can't hold it anymore. And women don't, because now we can make our own money, we can do our own thing and stuff like that. So you don't have to make those type of sacrifices and be with like a really just not a ideal type of mate just because financially they're, set. So that's also, I think, as you get older for women on that point where it's like, oh, it's just not based on finances. It's more about like, oh, okay, do I even want to be around this person? Do I want, to procreate with this person? Is it somebody that I can, follow their lead? Not saying that they always have to lead, but could you even follow their lead? Or, these are all like things that you start to think about because, yeah, as you
Yeah.
get older, you get wiser.
It's true. And then you don't like that whole mentality of dealing with people just because of their money. It's like, it's more than that. Like,
Or
it's a
looks,
whole
yeah.
mental thing. Yeah, it's a whole mental thing and a mindset thing too. Because it's like, my mind thinks like this. Like, how is yours? Yours got to be more advanced than mine in a way that is like,
It doesn't have to be
you.
advanced.
It can be too,
To,
because I like people who can put value like into the relationship. If you don't know something, they know more than you, and they can teach you to be better in certain type of ways, in different ways. I like to learn from people as well. So it's like, and have fun with you. It's not fun, but like, feel like I'm protected and I don't have to worry about anything, but I still can laugh. I can giggle. Like, it's a whole thing,
vibe.
It's a whole vibe. And that's one thing. And it doesn't come down to their looks, like you said. It can come down to their
I mean, you need to be attracted.
Yeah.
Like, that is number one.
Even
Like,
for men, they know
there
that.
has to be an attraction there.
Right.
It
Yeah,
doesn't solely depend on that. That's why I'm like,
yeah.
there still has to be finances there, but it just
Of
can't
course.
solely be that.
Right. What are
But
you
go ahead,
saying, Jay?
I was agreeing with y'all. It's like totally because I don't know. I put myself in the top 20 for attraction. But I'm not the best looking guy. But I know one conversation came up one day. I was like, look, I gotta know. I was like, why me? He's like, why'd you give me a chance? Why'd you give me a shot? And
Guys always ask that question, but what is she?
I had to ask because like if you like saw her, you'd be like, okay, she
She bad.
yeah, she bad. And so she was like, well, it was my connection to my kids and how I treated my kids that was, the thing for her because
she know you gonna treat her like that.
exactly. Exactly. So
Right.
that was the thing. And you know, it's I think that whole idea of women being secure, I never really had a full grasp on that.
A woman's
But
what?
being secure.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, a woman
But
needs to feel
I
secure.
never
Yeah.
really had a full grasp on that. But I'm getting a better understanding of it each day.
Oh, maybe you need a little help from me as well. So, what do you get from being secure? Like, what do you get so far right now?
Well, it's more so like a it goes back to a mental state of the woman just saying, you know, I know that this guy's gonna take care of stuff, and I know this guy's gonna take care of things, and I know that this guy's gonna have my best interest in heart, and I know that you know once he makes a decision, I'm okay with that decision
Right.
because that decision is a decision that's gonna benefit us both. And
And
Right.
this
so,
is why she values you, because you value your kids as well. Like, she likes the way you treat your kids, because a woman wants to see that if you're a good father, you're a good person. Like, you're obviously, it's in your nature. Because if you're doing it for your kid, I'm sure, like, this is the thing with men. Like, some men will be, use that same technique that they do with their children to women, which works. And then there's some that just like, oh, I only do this for my children. I don't do it for other people. I'm actually not as kind as I am with my kids. But it's like, the way you treat your children, you should treat everybody. Like, you have to be a kind soul, take care of them, and your kids feel secure. And I was watching a show, like, my daughter was, and they were talking. The guy, he was a father, and he was like, "Oh, I gotta go pick up another job because I gotta make sure you guys are secured and protected. I'm a provider. I have to, And I was like, "Oh, that's good. Like, at least the show is showing like these little boys." Because he was talking to his son and his daughter, and he was telling them, like, I gotta be the provider here, and I gotta make sure you guys are good. And he obviously has a wife too, so it's like, you know it's important that you have to take an extra role to do what it takes to protect your family.
I
I
agree.
don't know if I went overboard with that.
No,
Yeah,
you
and
good.
that's how women could be attracted to it. So yeah,
Hmm.
because you have that nature.
Yeah.
That's a good. I mean, I never thought of it like that. I never looked at or cared so much about like that factor, if they had a kid or not and how they treated. No, I mean, if they no, I did. If they were a deadbeat dad, then I had an
They're
opinion
not
on
going to
it.
be a good person. Like,
They're not.
why would you want to
They're
deal
not.
with
It's not
somebody
even
who's
that
not?
you're not. You're. I don't even want. I can't even respect you if
No,
you're a
you're not a
deadbeat
good
dad.
person. You're a
You know,
I
deadbeat.
don't mess with you
it's
at
like
all.
I tell all people, and the difference, like I was telling Michelle, I said, you know, what I do for you is what I do for any good friend. It's just
Hmm.
that the difference between a good friend and you is just we're on a more
She's
social
funny.
level. Yeah, we're on a more social level. And I here's the thing, I rather I rather not stand before God and have to deal with the question of I gave you a talent and opportunity. Why didn't you help that person?
Right.
I don't want to answer that. I don't want to have to not be able to answer that question to God. And you know, but as far as me doing what I do, and I do it for all good friends and all good people that I'm connected to, it's up to them to you know receive it the way that they receive it.
Right.
Because it ain't on me. I mean, you know, I'm just gonna be a good person because at the end of the day, I'm gonna sleep.
Right. And that's how I think about it. Like when guys like complain about like, oh, I don't want to take women out to eat or something like that. I don't want to invest too much. I was like, it's just food. Like it's not a big deal if it doesn't
It's
work
just
out. You're just,
water.
reimbursing her for her time, for her efforts to coming out and meeting you and sitting with you and talking to you. Why are you acting like it's
Are you a
more?
coffee date kind of guy?
Am I who?
A coffee date, like,
Do you
like,
ask for coffee first or you ask for dinner?
yeah, or drink. Oh, you
You
don't
know
drink.
what? It all depends on the situation. Like my first intent is always dinner because I'm always looking for a gazillion and one things of how the woman conducts herself at dinner. But if
Oh,
I'm like,
you're looking for a gazillion and one things. What is
yeah, I'm
what's the
always
one
looking for.
thing?
It's just the most important thing is how does she treat others?
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
like
Oh
the
yeah.
waitress.
That's the
Okay.
Yeah,
same thing I look
That's
at
waitress,
good.
guys. Oh
or
yeah.
or
Oh,
if
I'm
it's
done with
just
you if you act a
if
fool
it,
with the waitress
yeah,
or the
if it's
waiter.
just random people as we're coming to get seated at our table.
Hmm.
If it's
If
people,
you talk trash about people, if you
yeah,
do, you can see
yeah,
everything. Like
you
your
can see everything.
energy. Is it
Hmm.
awkward?
Hmm.
Right, right. You can
Are
see
you
everything.
kind? Are you smiling?
Right, right. Exactly. So, and
Mhm.
and
Do you
there's
want to
happened
be
been,
here? You know that look
yeah,
like she don't want to be here.
exactly.
Right.
And there have been times where I was like, hey, I got a quick minute, let's go grab a cup of coffee. And it'll be just like to see if she's spontaneous. See if she can go with the flow. Now,
You see that
First time
works,
meeting
I
her?
guess, but that's not my kind of work. My kind of thing is like if you was gonna be spontaneous, it's like, hey, I don't got much time, but let's go get some quick lunch. I don't do the coffee. Like it's just not my thing.
I
But
When
what
mean,
if he
somebody
doesn't have
suggests
time
it's like a
because you have to
drink,
wait?
I
huh?
mean, to each his own. I mean, if I got 30 minutes for coffee, now
Yeah, that's what I'm
thirty,
saying. So we'll
I
just
can't put a
reschedule.
quick lunch.
But
I
it's
can't
not
put a
about
quick.
spontaneous. I think spontaneous to me is like, okay, we were at dinner and hey, there's this cool band playing down there. You want to go check it out? And then she's like, yeah, let's go check it out. And the night keeps going on and on. That to
Mhm.
me is more spontaneous than like, hey, I'm around the corner. Do you want coffee?
You
I don't
make
know.
it sound like
That's what I think.
you make it sound like you some lame stalker.
It is a
No,
little
it's not a
late.
lame
I think.
stalker. I mean, if you don't have no time, then let's reschedule. Don't do coffee. Like,
No, I mean, but serious.
I
It's
mean, he
like,
got a girl, so
but
it
see,
works out for him.
I,
I mean, yeah,
I
that's
think,
fine.
I think like it's a genuine thought though. Really, first and foremost, it's like,
Yeah, I know,
hey, you know, let's
but we just don't
grab
like it.
let's grab
Women
coffee real
are
quick.
okay with it. Like, I've asked women before. They're like, yeah, I'll do the coffee.
Now, if it's if it's that person's certain, if it's a man's standard to, oh, I want to get to know you, then I think that's lame.
Yeah,
I think that's kind of lame. That's just
You know
my
yeah.
what's
opinion.
spontaneous?
Hmm?
Is like there's a Porsche, like like there's a Porsche
Track.
driving thing, track racing thing, and
Hmm.
there's like, hey, I'm gonna go test out some Porsche. Even if you're not gonna buy one, like that's being spontaneous to say, hey, do you want to come with me to test out some cars? I mean, there's no coffee there and there's no thing, but like that's still kind of like a spontaneous thing to kind of
And
suggest.
I also think like even just like I remember you were telling me, Kat, when you went on a date, like when you
Mhm.
were dating back then, when you were saying like some guy asked you out and he said it was spontaneous that he didn't reserve a table.
Oh yeah.
And it was like,
I was like,
and you got mad, like, wait, we're
but
here
first,
and you
and
didn't
then,
even
and
reserve a
another thing
table?
is,
And he was like, oh, you're not spontaneous enough, or something like that. Because,
yeah,
like,
he did say that I wasn't spontaneous enough because I don't like to stand. I'm like, first of all, I'm not standing anywhere, and
in
like,
heels.
no, and literally, if you didn't reserve a table, you can go back there and go reserve the table. And then he was like, yeah, you're right. And I'm like, this is why you don't date. Because these people don't understand how to like date. Like you don't got time for losers.
Are
But
you
thank
happy
goodness I'm
that you no
done.
longer have to date, that you're off the money?
Yeah. That you don't have to repeat your story a million times.
And you know what? I am, and it's like it gets like a breath of breath.
Did you
Oh,
find what you were looking for? Like, when you saw her, you were like, oh, that she's exactly who I was looking for.
well, I kind of stumbled on her, so it was like, okay, this is like who I really want in a person. Down to earth,
Mm-hmm.
attractive,
Mm-hmm.
smart. Just confident about herself, strong woman. and she has a good balance about herself,
Mhm.
and know how to, you know, just we were sitting here making plans about a Steelers game in Pittsburgh. So,
Where y'all going? What
uh,
city?
Pittsburgh, going to a
Oh,
Steelers game,
Pittsburgh.
going to a Steelers game.
Oh, is
Oh,
she
that's
from
nice.
Pittsburgh?
Huh?
Where you guys? Are you guys from there or something?
No, no, I'm a Steelers fan.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I'm a Steelers
And
nice.
fan.
that's her. That's her team.
No, she's Ravens fan,
Okay,
Oh, okay.
something
which
different.
which they're arch rivals though, which makes it cool.
Oh, fun.
Oh, okay.
So, and
Will they
I
play
couldn't
each
have,
other when you guys go?
they're actually playing Detroit, and we're going to meet another couple, but we're
Oh,
going
Oh,
we're
that's
going
cute.
we're going to a uh Baltimore Pittsburgh game in Baltimore.
oh.
So it's pretty cool because like it's like
Are you making me one?
you couldn't wrote the script to this because it's like she likes sports, and
Mhm,
then her sports team is your rival sports team.
mhm.
So that's kind of fun too.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Isn't
So
it nice to like be in a relationship because you get to do stuff with your partner? You can go places. Like you don't have to worry about being alone. It's like,
Or finding somebody.
oh yeah, exactly. And
you,
just
you know
repeating your story a million times. It's like,
the whole
there
the
we
whole
go again.
repeating your story. Yeah, the whole repeating your story
So
got
this is what I do for work, and this is
yeah
what I like.
What
And
to do for fun and
yeah.
oh yeah.
And I don't have to worry about
that
guard
same joke I told 20 times.
guarding my conversation. I mean, I'll say things and she'll take it, and she'll say things and I'll take it, and we relax with each other. So
Do you like women who are sassy?
they're like women who are obsessed.
Yeah, sassy women.
Uh, I
No,
mean,
but that's fun thing about relationships, right? When you get
y-
to know each other that much
yeah,
that you can just like joke around and
Mhm,
yeah. She's a little sassy. She's a little firecracker too.
yeah,
mhm,
we all
You
are.
know,
mhm.
being a Leo, she got some fire in her.
Oh,
Oh,
this must have-
you're an Aries, right?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
just I don't. You gotta tell us how that. It sounds great so far, so I'm happy about that. So
Yeah.
You know,
Do you see marriage in the
I
books, or
believe
you just seeing where it's going?
I do see that in the books, and
ooh, she wants to
you
get
know,
married again.
yeah, she wants to get married again. But here's the thing: on paper, you'd be surprised, but with two fire signs, it's like a 82% fatality match. We're matched like 82%.
Oh,
Yeah,
Is that a good thing?
yeah,
yeah, that's all. Excellent thing.
82% match. That's
Yeah.
pretty
Uh-huh.
good
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, but
astrologically.
I really don't pay attention to stuff like that. But it's
Yeah,
interesting on
that's what
how
every guy says.
it's interesting on how the signs match up and how
Mhm.
certain things
Thanks.
happen. But she's good. She's good, and she got the little sass about her. And she got
Mhm.
you know.
What drink you drinking over there?
What's it called?
Um, it's it's New Amsterdam, Peak Whitney, and some LaCroix and some lemonade and some Red Bull.
Okay, interesting.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
good. Cheers.
Thanks, chef.
You got your personal chef over there. Send me over my drink. No,
Chef's kiss. Anyways,
I
but
want
yeah.
taco.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
maybe I'll get brave enough to bring her on one. Hopefully,
Oh.
maybe she'll get brave enough.
So, how long would you wait to marry? Or you
I,
like?
you know, I can't put a calendar on that.
Ooh.
Are you open to like quick engagements and weddings? And
Nah, because we don't know. Well, at this point, we don't know enough about each
what else do you need to know?
other. It's a
Well,
lot of
people
things.
change. Like, you have to give it some time. Sometimes, I mean, like, you gotta
Yeah,
see. I mean, I think it is what it is. Like, you'll know when it's time, but you do
How
have
long
to.
have you guys been together? Like 8 months?
6 months.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 months.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was
ain't
like
been that
8 months. I was like, you don't
long.
know.
No, it ain't been that long.
I mean,
Well,
yeah, eight
you
months
guys
is good
have
to know.
it's 4 or 5 months. I mean, you guys are,
I
y'all
mean, but
y'all should know each other.
there's some major things that we haven't done yet as a couple. So
Oh,
Yeah.
I gotta I gotta feel that out,
Hmm.
right.
and and
You
she
got to
hasn't.
see how she is on vacation, like,
Yeah,
things like that.
yeah. I
It's
mean,
Right.
like, oh God, I'm tired of this
Things
person.
like that.
it's still a lot. It's still a lot to learn about each other. So
Hmm.
Hmm.
I mean,
It's gonna
but
go great. Don't worry about it. I
if
think
you
if
fa-
you, mhm,
I mean, if you would have put like months in fast forward time,
mhm.
from what I know now, I think she's a good woman. She would be like I'm in the need for.
Mm.
Ooh.
Well, I'm happy that you feel that way. So that's good. I wish you
Yeah,
nothing but the best with that. Like,
for sure.
for sure.
Definitely happy about that. And guys, I kind of have to dip out of here off the live, but thank you, Jay, for hitting up the hotline bling again.
Yeah. Thank you, Jay. And we will see you next time, sir. And I hope you give us some new, beautiful experiences for the next show. Take her out somewhere fun so you can tell us the story.
Oh, I got to tell y'all about the Austin trip I got planned.
Huh?
What?
I got to tell y'all about the Austin trip we have planned.
Oh,
Okay.
what about it? You going to
No,
Austin?
that's later. I'll tell
Oh,
y'all later. You know how
okay.
the show got to end with a cliffhanger.
Ooh.
Oh,
Thank you, Jay.
well, thank you, Jay, for the cliffhanger, and thank you for calling in. It was a
Yes, we're
pleasure
excited to
speaking to you
hear about
tonight.
it.
Y'all have a good
Thank you
night.
for calling in.
You too.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. That was Jay, guys, and he was telling us his experience. And yes, if you're in love, don't forget to call Nothing's Wrong podcast. If you're not in love, call Nothing's Wrong podcast
And we
anyways,
will.
because we will help you find your true love. Because guess what? You're not going to be standing for the BS, because you're going to get what you want and he's going to get what you want. So guess what?
Okay, guys. Thank you again
Okay, guys.
for watching. Thank you for
Mhm.
liking, commenting, sharing, following, subscribing. Nothing's Wrong
Yes.
podcast. And if you want to do a monetary donation, we accept Cash App at $ Nothing's
Nothing's
Wrong
wrong.
Pod. It was great chatting with you guys tonight.
It was really good having everybody in. Thank you for the YouTubers. Thank you for the Facebookers. And thank you for the Instagrammers. Go check out our Instagram, guys. We got Haiti on the map over there. So make sure you go check us out. Send some prayers for Haiti. Send us some love. And and if you know anybody who's Haitian, donate to them, because they can help their family, because they need help.
Yeah.
So yeah. Oh, it was so funny because I put on my story. They said don't donate to Red Cross because they had over $500 million in 2010, and they didn't do anything for the country. So
Right.
make sure, if you know a Haitian person and you know they're in Haiti, or you know them real good and you know they're a good person, just give them some money and say, hey, this is for your family. I really want to send this out to them, and it's personally going to go to them, because Haitian people, especially if they're in America, they always send money to their family, and we try to help our family as much as we can, and it's really going to go towards them. People who are Haitian, some may be thieves, but some people will actually really go and help their family. So make sure, if you know a Haitian person, donate and help them, because we will try to help them out. And thank you so much for everybody who watched. Haiti, we love you. And America, we love you. And any other country, we love you.
Okay.
And always remember,
Always remember,
guys,
guys,
nothing's
nothing's wrong.
wrong. See you next time.
Oh, that's hot.